Today, we're opening the vault on a lost future. This isn't just a story about some company. It's the story of a dream that was built, then betrayed, and ultimately buried. A dream you're probably holding in your hand right now.
Yeah, before these slick glass rectangles started ruling our lives, before all the apps and the swipes and the constant connection.
Before a global ecosystem of devices connected the entire world, before open source became the giant that it is today, there was a pioneer, a company that didn't just see the future of mobile computing, they went out and invented it. This is the great paradox, right? This is what we're diving into. How do you invent the world we're all living in today, years before anybody else, and still end up as a footnote in history? Well, that's the question we're here to answer. So, our story begins in a world that feels almost ancient now. A time when the idea of a computer in every pocket wasn't a reality. It was pure science fiction.
Just look at this timeline. It's an absolute explosion of innovation. In 1992, Jeff Hawkins has this incredible vision. By 96, the PalmPilot isn't just a product, it feels like magic. It's a total sensation. And then, in 2003, they deliver the knockout punch, the Treo 600. They were, without a doubt, on top of the world.
And this wasn't some niche gadget for geeks. We're talking millions of devices sold. PalmOS became the global standard. Think about that. They had the market, they had the technology, they had all the momentum. They looked completely unstoppable.
And let's be crystal clear about what this thing could do. Web browsing, email, apps, all the way back in 2003. This was years, literally years, before the iPhone was even a rumor. Palm had already built the dream. They had done it.
And this is where our story takes a dark turn. This is the crucial point. With the entire future in their hands, how did it all just slip away?
Because the enemy wasn't a competitor. It wasn't some rival technology. The enemy was inside the building.
And this right here, this just perfectly illustrates the rot at the core. On one side, you've got this revolutionary vision to change the world, and on the other, corporate politics. The dream was suffocated by arguments about managing a product line. Vision got replaced by spreadsheets.
This chaos just built up over years. Bought, split, merged, acquired. Palm became a ship without a captain, just tossed around in a sea of corporate deals. And the original visionaries, the founders, they left in frustration. The soul of the company was just gone.
And while Palm was so busy fighting with itself, someone else was watching. Someone else was learning from their incredible triumphs, and more importantly, from their mistakes.
And so we come to the final act, one last desperate attempt to reclaim the very throne they had built and then just abandoned.
In 2009, they released the Palm Pre. And it was beautiful, it was elegant, and its operating system, webOS, was light years ahead of its time. Critics adored it. But here's the tragedy. A great product can't save a broken company. The genius was still there, but the foundation had already crumbled to dust.
So this is what the battlefield looked like. Palm had the most innovative OS, but its weakness was total confusion and bureaucracy. Meanwhile, Apple had this powerful locked-in ecosystem, and Android just had unstoppable momentum. You see, Palm's greatest weakness wasn't its technology, it was itself.
And the results, they were brutal. You can see it right here. As Apple and Android shot for the stars, Palm just plummeted, straight into oblivion. The pioneer was becoming an afterthought.
The end came so fast. A desperate sale to HP in 2010 gave a tiny flicker of hope. But just 1 year later, HP pulled the plug. The lights went out. The empire that invented the smartphone was officially dead.
So why does this story matter today? Because it's so much more than a corporate failure. It's a timeless warning about the very nature of innovation itself.
Ultimately, it all came down to this one missing ingredient: conviction. See, Palm didn't fail because they ran out of ideas. They failed because they ran out of conviction. They had the treasure map to the future, but they lost the courage to actually follow it.
This is the lesson etched on Palm's tombstone. They were first to the party, but they were too afraid to dance. Innovation doesn't die from competition. It dies when vision is replaced by fear.
In the end, Palm showed the entire world what was possible. They lit the torch, and then others came along and carried it across the finish line. Apple and Google didn't just inherit Palm's technology, they inherited their dream.
And that leaves us with a final question. It's a question that echoes from Palm's story,
and challenges every innovator, every dreamer, every builder out there. It's not about having the idea first. It's about having the guts to see it all the way through to the end.